Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. Today I am continuing to work on the Margarete Miller Collage Weekly Planner, where she gives us prompts to create a collage for each week. And we are already to week number 47. And again, my own personal goal for this whole planner was to use items from my stash, not to print off anything new or to go out and buy anything new. So some weeks my collages turn out to be quite interesting. But lately I think I've really enjoyed some of the ones that I've created. And so for this week, our first prompt is a travel item. And so when I was going through my different ephemera pieces, I did find like this passport piece of ephemera, also this camera, a piece of luggage. I believe this that says take a picture, that was somehow connected to that one. Also, I had these little pieces that a friend gifted me, and I think they came from Daphne's diary, but they all had, like, that had a camera. These had luggage pieces on them. So I dug all of those out for a travel item. The next item is a piece of furniture. So I came across this in my scraps. It is a big chair and a little side table, so that will probably work for a piece of furniture. So I'm going to go ahead and set that over here because that's my biggest piece that I have. Something written or drawn with your non-dominant hand. So I did this off camera just before I started filming. I wrote the word dream on this sticker a couple weeks ago. I pulled out some of these border stickers, and so I still had them sitting on my desk. And so I just took this one out and wrote the word dream on it. So I wrote that with my left hand. And then the next item on the list, and I did pull out this scrap piece of paper in case I wanted to layer it somehow on here. The next item was mushrooms. And so I have a couple of these stickers. I think they were from K & Company. So I pulled those out so I can use one of these mushrooms on here. The next item was something that smells. So I was thinking either food or flowers for some sort of item that smells. And I came across flowers in my stash first, so that's what I went with. I have this die cut to flowers, or else this is a partial from a thank you card that I kept. So I'm most likely going to use this one because this one seems kind of big already with this big piece. So I'm going to rule this one out. I also still have some of those watercolor stickers floating around on my desk, like this one that I could also use if need be. And then the last item was a star. So I did find this tiny little star in my stash, or else I have these like old Dollar Tree stickers that are shaped like a star. So I'm most likely just going to use this little one since these haven't been opened. But I did want these sitting here in case I wanted to play with something that was a little bit larger. And so I usually like to start my collages with a little bit bigger of my collage pieces or my ephemera pieces. So obviously this is the bigger one. And if I wanted to, I could cut this down easily. But for now, I'm just going to leave it as is. And then I needed a travel item. So, you know, I kind of like this passport, so maybe I will start with that as my travel item. And I just need to layer it somewhere on here, so maybe I'll just stick it in the corner for right now. And so that's my travel item. A piece of furniture, which is this, something written or drawn in your non-dominant hand. So I do have this word dream, so maybe I could put that somewhere up here on the top. Mushrooms, or mushroom, or you could have more than one. So I have these two I kind of like. I'm not really feeling this one today, so I don't think I'll use that one. You know, maybe I could do something with the mushroom sticking out the top of the passport or something like that. Maybe one off to the side. I think I just want one on there. You know, it doesn't say that you have to do more than one. So maybe I'm going to go with this one. This one has a little bit of pink in it, so I kind of like that. So that's my mushrooms. And the next one's something that smells, which would be my flower. There's also flowers on here. I could put this up in the corner, up there. Then the bonus is a star. You know, that could go there. That doesn't look bad there. Or I could layer it somehow with these items up here. Just trying to see, I have this scrap piece of paper too, so maybe I could put that up here. Layer that still in the corner. And I could put that right there. It seems like kind of a good spot for that word dream. And so the star, I think I liked it best that was down here in the corner with the passport. So I'm going to put that down here. And I think that's everything for the collage this week. So that one actually came together pretty fast, I think, with the items I had. I don't think I want to change anything out. You know, I could add the little camera, but there's also a camera sitting on the table. So I don't think I will do that. I'm just going to call this good. So I'm going to go ahead and glue it all down. And I will be back to go over the prompts one final time with you. So I did finish gluing everything down that I talked about. And I did end up adding a little piece of pink trim. It was sitting on my desk. I pulled it out the other week for when I had to do the color scheme of pink. And I still had it sitting here in a pile of stuff and just decided instead of putting it away, I would use some of it on this layout since there was some pink in here. So I did add that, but otherwise I left the layout as I described earlier. But to go through the final items one more time, a travel item, I did decide to use the passport. A piece of furniture, I had this chair and side table. Something written or drawn in your non-dominant hand. So I did write the word dream up here on this border sticker. Mushroom or mushrooms, and I just opted to do one mushroom. And I chose to put it here coming out of the passport. I was kind of thinking overall in my head, you know, I'd use the word dream. So this is maybe some sort of weird dream that someone's having about traveling in mushrooms and furniture or, you know, chandeliers or whatever's in this scene. So I just put the mushroom there. I didn't really like the way it looked at the bottom, so I added it there. Something that smells, that I decided to use flowers. So there was already flowers on this scrapbooking paper, but I went ahead and added the die cut up here also in the corner for something that smells. And then the last item was the bonus item, which is a star. And so I had this cute little gold star in my stash, and I just added it right there on top of the passport as just kind of another little collage element down there. So I do like how this one turned out. And again, this was week number 47. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Happy crafting. And hopefully I'll see you back next week for week number 48.